Morning my lovers, it's Sunday morning and it's brew day. So, first cup of tea this morning. So, this morning I'm brewing Gamma Ray. Some of you will remember that Graham Preston came up and we done a collaboration brew day. Which was going to be, we were going to brew Gamma Ray, but the hops didn't arrive in time. So this time, we called that one Ginger Ray. So I thought I'd have another go. I've got the right hops and going to give it a go. So the ingredients for this one are pale ale malt. That didn't sound right for a start. It's Marisalter. 5.364 kilograms. This is for a 38 litre batch, so to fill 2 corny kegs. Next we've got German caramel pills at 268 grams, Caragold malt at 256 grams, Flaked Oats are 253 grams. Now I didn't have enough flaked oats, so I've substituted the rest with porridge oats. Then I've got my oat husks at 125 grams to keep the mash loose for recirculation. And lastly, Munich Malt at 122 grams. So that's going to be mashed in at 65 degrees for an hour and a half. Hops for this brew, there's quite a few. We start off at Bravo for a 60-minute boil, 25 grams. Then we've got Amarillo and Bravo, 9 grams each at 15 minutes. Then we have Calypso, Amarillo, Bravo, all 18 grams or 18 grams of each at 10 minutes. Then we have Bravo, Calypso, Mosaic at 5 minutes, 25 grams of each, and Amarillo, Calypso, Mosaic at flame out for 23 grams of each. So which I'll actually put in at about 75 degrees. So yeast I'm using is WLP001 California Ale yeast. So that's it. So how are we doing? Strike water is not quite up to temperature. So I'll come back in a minute and we'll get some doughing in done. Alright, see you soon. I forgot to say actually that I'm doing an acid rest this morning, so this is actually going to be half an hour at 40 degrees. So we've got a liquor to grain ratio of 3.5 to a kilo. Let's come over at 45.6 degrees because I forgot to turn the elements off. Well, let's stop recirculating. There. Yeah, that cool down. Right, so still on 45, and the herms, it's recirculating through the herms, that's set at 40, so that won't kick in until it's down to temperature. And we'll start the clock. Well, so far it's been the absolute fucking brew day from hell. So I want to do an acid rest to help get the mash pH down. I like the Graham Wheeler's water treatment calculator on Jim's beer kit, but it doesn't give you the estimated pH. So a few times it's been spot on, and a few times it's been a bit off. So I went for a sweet pale ale water profile, and put all my salts in, and I thought I'll do the acid rest just to make sure we get the right pH. So first mistake was it must be a bit more gelatinous or something. It's not going to circulate through the herbs. So I ended up taking out saucepans full of where it's boiling it on the stove and chucking it back in like a decoction mash. So I had to do that 4 times. And that got it up to just under 63. And then I thought, well, I'll let the herbs do it and bring the temperature up to the 64, 65, and that never fucking happened. So the mash kept getting stuck. I had to keep putting a pipe on and blowing through and releasing it. In the end, I chucked another 100 grams of oat husks in, and that's helped it. So I've increased the temperature on the herbs, and it's currently at 63. It's probably been recirculating for about 2 hours now, so fuck knows what it's going to be like. That should be alright. It's going to be beer at the end of the day, isn't it? So that's what we want. So as for acid rest, fuck that, won't do that again. Oh yes, so I've done my mash pH test, and it came out at 5.6. So it never fucking worked in the end. So I put 2 teaspoons of gypsum in and got it down to 5.36, I think it was. So if I look at my notes, 5.36 it was. So yeah, there we go. Bloody frustrating, but anyway, it's recirculating now. I've had some toast, I'm still on the tea, and I'm looking forward to a fucking beer later. So there we are. It happens from time to time, doesn't it? There we go. Right, back to it. Catch you later. Right, here's the sexy hop shot. 60 minute, 15, 10, 5, and that'll be 75 degree 20 minute hop steep. Sparge is on. Nice and slow. So that's what, 26 litres to go. Just a quickie while we're sparging. Got the plate heat exchanger. So first time I used it, I tried sanitizing it by recirculating through on the last 15 minutes, and that dropped the temperature down to 98 degrees, and it didn't really pick up. I think it got to 100 degrees after about 15 minutes, so it probably still was sanitized. But I emailed Rob at the malt miller where I bought it from, and he suggested that I fill it really with Starzan, and then there's no need to run the wort through it. So you can see it's on the top there, and then I just spray in there to make sure that's sanitized, and that seems to work okay actually. So and that way I maintain the boil all the way through, and no loss of temperature like I had before. So there we go, little tip. Cheers! There she goes. If you can hear me above the fan. First hop addition, 25 grams of Bravo. And we'll start the timer. So I was very optimistic after the last brew day of improving my mash efficiency. So I redone the part of the grain manifold that I drilled the wrong way, and this time I've ended up with 74% again. And but taking the grain out, I can see why, because there is a load of almost dried grain down the bottom. So I think the answer is going to be not to underlet and just put it in scoop by scoop. I think it's going to be the best way. Okay, 15-minute hops. So that is 9 grams of Amarillo and 9 grams of Bravo. Press them in. Back in 5. Right, you. So 23 degrees, so mains water's quite hot anyway, so that's not too bad. Right, time for the yeast. Need to get this done quick. Getting attacked by wasps. So because I left the tap open, well, I'll change the hose. I'm about 2 litres down. So I'm going to put all this in. Right, there we go. Right, just going to set that in the fermentation fridge, which is currently at 18 degrees. I'll come up to 19, and that is the end of the brew day from hell. So, there, thank fuck for that. Cheers. Well, I can see I look a bit red in the face, but fucking hell. After a day like I've had, why the fuck do I do it? That's why. Ugh, fucking hell. Well, I hope I never get a day like that again. Well, everything fucking went wrong. I put hoses on the wrong way, took hoses off the boiler with taps open. Thankfully it missed my feet. I got bare feet, I missed my feet. But then moving some full kegs out the way of the fermentation fridge, I managed to bang my foot, or virtually drop one on my foot. So, and just finished cleaning up, cleaned all the, I got the mats out, so I got wooden floor in here. I've got given some wooden floor for when I built the shed. So I got wooden floor, so I got mats over the floor. So I've got the mats out, I've washed the mats, I've washed the floor, and all the kettles are washed and rinsed, and that's it. So thank fucking Christ for that. Excuse my French. That's was I start about 8 o'clock this morning, and it's about 4 o'clock now. Yes, 4 o'clock. So it was a bloody long day as well. So anyway, hopefully there's some entertaining footage there, and hopefully some people will learn what not to do from my mistakes. So there's plenty there to learn from. Fucking hell. But at the end of the day, yeah, so final gravity, the post-boil gravity was low, so pre-boil was 1031, post-boil was 1034, so it looks like I'm going to get a 3.4 beer instead of a 4.2. So there we are. Oh, at least I can drink 6 of them a night instead of 4, can't I? So, there we go. Happy days. That's what happens, isn't it? So, makes the good ones all the better. So, anyway, I'll put the recipe up in the description down below, and hopefully it'll be a nice one. So, hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Cheers, me dears.